In 2022, fans were thrilled to witness the long-awaited sequel to the iconic 1986 film, Top Gun. Directed by Joseph Kosinski, Top Gun: Maverick took audiences on a high-octane ride through the world of naval aviation, once again following the daring exploits of Pete "Maverick" Mitchell. Hello everyone, welcome back to Yusef Reacts. I am Lois, and today we're diving into the adrenaline-fueled world of Top Gun: Maverick. From jaw-dropping aerial stunts to heartfelt moments of camaraderie, this movie had it all. So, let's break it down. First up, let's talk about Tom Cruise reprising his role as Maverick. At 60 years old, Cruise not only delivered an electrifying performance, but did many of his own stunts, including piloting fighter jets at incredible speeds. After all these years, it's truly remarkable to see his dedication to the role after all these years. The supporting cast also brought their A game. Miles Teller shines as Bradley Bradshaw, the son of Maverick's late friend Goose. His dynamic with Maverick adds an emotional depth to the story, as Maverick takes Bradshaw under his wing, much like he did with Goose in the original film. Of course, one of the biggest highlights of Top Gun: Maverick is the jaw-dropping aerial sequences. The filmmakers used cutting-edge technology to capture these heart-stopping moments, putting the audience right in the cockpit alongside Maverick and his fellow pilots. It's a visceral experience that keeps you on the edge of your seat. But it's not all about the action. Top Gun: Maverick also delves into Maverick's internal struggles as he grapples with his past and his place in the Navy. These quieter, more introspective moments add depth to the character and remind us that even heroes have their vulnerabilities. Overall, Top Gun: Maverick has been met with rave reviews from both critics and audiences alike. It's a thrilling homage to the original film while also blazing its own trail. Whether you're a fan of the original or new to the franchise, this sequel delivers the adrenaline rush you've been craving. After more than 30 years of service, military awards, medals and decorations for extraordinary heroism in combat, distinguished us Navy Captain Pete Mitchell, call sign Maverick, finds himself exactly where he belongs, pushing the limits as a top test pilot. Having spent years avoiding promotions after the events of Top Gun 1986, Maverick must now confront the ugly past and an uncertain future while tasked with training the next generation of elite fighter pilots for a nearly impossible suicide mission. As the veteran naval aviator prepares the brilliant graduates for the top-secret assignment, stretching the rules to the breaking point, Mitchell has to face an equally critical challenge: navigate through an uncomfortable relationship with a hotshot lieutenant holding a grudge. Can Maverick and his Top Guns perform a miracle, give the enemy hell, and come back home in one piece? More than 30 years after graduating from Top Gun 1986, United States Navy Captain Pete "Maverick" Mitchell is a test pilot. Despite many achievements, repeated insubordination has kept him from flag rank. His friend and former Top Gun rival, Admiral Tom "Iceman" Kosinski, now commander of the U.S.N. Pacific Fleet, often protects Maverick. Rear Admiral Chester "Hammer" Kane plans to cancel Maverick's hypersonic Darkstar scramjet program in favor of funding drones. To save the program, Maverick unilaterally changes the target speed for that day's test from Mach 9 to the final contract specification of Mach 10. However, the prototype is destroyed when he cannot resist pushing beyond Mach 10. Iceman again saves Maverick's career by assigning him to the Top Gun school at Anais, North Island for his next assignment. But Kane tells Maverick that the era of crewed fighter aircraft will soon be over. The Navy has been tasked with destroying an unsanctioned uranium enrichment plant, located in an underground bunker at the end of a canyon, before it becomes operational. It is defended by surface-to-air missile SAMs, GPS jammers, and fifth-generation Su-57 fighters, as well as older F-14 Tomcats. Maverick devises a plan employing two pairs of F-18EF Super Hornets armed with laser-guided bombs. But instead of participating in the strike, he is to train an elite group of Top Gun graduates, assembled by Air Boss Vice Admiral Bo Cyclone Simpson. Maverick dogfights his skeptical students and prevails in every contest, winning their respect. Lieutenants Jake Hangman Saracen and Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, son of Maverick's dead best friend and ally Goose Bradshaw, clash. Rooster dislikes Hangman's cavalier attitude, while Hangman criticizes Rooster's cautious flying. Maverick reunites with former girlfriend Penny Benjamin, to whom he reveals that he promised Rooster's dying mother that Rooster would not become a pilot. Rooster, unaware of the promise, angrily resents Maverick for dropping his Naval Academy application, impeding his military career, and blames him for his father's death. Maverick is reluctant to further interfere with Rooster's career, but the alternative is to send him on the extremely dangerous mission. He tells his doubts to Iceman, who has terminal throat cancer. Iceman advises that it's time to let go and reassures him that both the Navy and Rooster need Maverick. After Iceman dies, Cyclone removes Maverick as instructor following a training incident in which an F-18F is lost. Cyclone relaxes the mission parameters, so they are easier to execute, but make escape much more difficult. During Cyclone's announcement, Maverick makes an unauthorized flight through the course with his preferred parameters, proving that it can be done. Cyclone reluctantly appoints Maverick as team leader. Maverick FLIs the lead F-18E, accompanied by a buddy-lasing F-18FC, flown by Lieutenant Natasha Phoenix Trace and WSO Lieutenant Robert Bob Floyd. Rooster leads the second strike pair, which includes Lieutenant Ruben Payback Fitch and WSO Lieutenant Mickey Fanboy Garcia. The four jets launch from an aircraft carrier, and Tomahawk cruise missiles destroy the nearby airbase as they approach. The teams destroy the plant, but the SAMs open fire during their escape, as anticipated. Rooster runs out of countermeasures, and Maverick sacrifices his plane to protect him. Believing Maverick to be dead, the others are ordered back to the carrier. But Rooster returns to find that Maverick ejected and is being targeted by a Mi-24 attack helicopter. After destroying the gunship, Rooster is shot down by a SAM and ejects. The two rendezvous and steal an F-14 from the damaged air base. Maverick and Rooster destroy two intercepting Su-57s, but a third attacks as they run out of ammunition and countermeasures. Hangman arrives in time to shoot it down, and the planes return safely. Later, Rooster helps Maverick work on his P-51 Mustang. Rooster looks at a photo of their mission's success, pinned alongside a photo of his late father and a young Maverick, as Penny and Maverick fly off in the P-51. In one of the more memorable lines in the original Top Gun, Maverick gets chewed out by a superior, who tells him, "Son, your ego's writing checks your body can't cash." Sometimes I wonder if Tom Cruise took that put down as a personal challenge. No movie star seems to work harder or push himself further than Cruise these days. Ridiculously entertaining Top Gun, Maverick. Cruise was in his early 20s when he first played Pete Maverick Mitchell, the cocky young Navy pilot with the aviator sunglasses, the Kawasaki motorcycle and the need for speed. In the sequel, he's as arrogant and insubordinate as ever, now a Navy test pilot in his late 50s. Maverick still knows how to tick off his superiors, as we see in an exciting opening sequence where he pushes a new plane beyond its limits. Partly as punishment, he's ordered to return to Top Gun, the elite pilot training school, and train its best and brightest for an impossibly dangerous new mission. And so the three screenwriters of Top Gun, Maverick including Cruise's regular mission, Impossible writer-director Christopher McQuarrie have taken the threads of the original and spun them into an intergenerational male weepy, a dad movie of truly epic proportions. They're tapping into nostalgia for the original, while aiming for new levels of emotional grandeur. To that end, the soundtrack features a Lady Gaga song, Hold My Hand. It's nowhere near as iconic a chart topper as the original movie's Take My Breath Away, but tugs at your heartstrings nonetheless. The action sequences are much more thrilling and immersive than in the original. You feel like you're really in the cockpit with these pilots. And that's because you are. The actors underwent intense flight training and flew actual planes during shooting. In that respect, Top Gun Maverick feels like a throwback to a lost era of practical movie-making, before computer-generated visual effects took over Hollywood. You start to understand why Cruise, the creative force behind the movie, was so driven to make it. In telling a story where older and younger pilots butt heads and state-of-the-art F-18s duke it out with rusty old F-14s. He's trying to show us that there's room for the old and the new to coexist. He's also advancing a case for the enduring appeal of the movies and their power to transport us, with viscerally gripping action and big, sweeping emotions. And there you have it, folks. Our breakdown of Top Gun Maverick. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. And if you have, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, fly high and stay safe. This is Lois, signing off.